Hello, hello, sweet chicks. It's Grace here. It is Friday, September 8th, 2023, and we are going to be working with this gorgeous rice paper today. You'll find this in my shop at thecomfynestwithgrace.com. I'm going to use it to cover an altered book for the shop. You know, it'll be another book that will be available in the shop as a napkin keepsake journal or just as an art journal, however you want to use it. So anyway, that's what I'm working on today. Hoping that some of you are out there and want to join me in the fun. Let me know. Let me know if you make it. I would appreciate you saying hello in the comments. I better, just to make sure it's working, grab the feed on Facebook. Hang tight. Got to log in to Facebook and see if you guys can see me. That would be so lovely if I knew for sure that this was working, right? Before we get too far into it, because you never know. Oh yeah, it's working. Hey, there are 12 of you here. Why can't I see you on my screen? There's Wendy. Wendy, your order is ready to go and heading out the door today. It's waiting for pickup from the USPS. So thank you for your order. You should be getting a confirmation email today with your tracking number so you can track your package. Thank you so much. Hey there, Kimberly. I'm good today, girls. I'm good. Jeanette's from New York. You're coming in from New York. Jeanette is on vacay. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time. I know you were really looking forward to this for so long. You're welcome, Debbie. Hey, Kim Murders. Missy's here too. Hello, Missy. Andrea's here. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. There's Debbie Gravoy. You probably want to see my face, right? Hang tight. There I am. Hey girls, I got my game day shirt on. New shirt I grabbed. You know, it's just an Amazon shirt, I think. But anyway, isn't it cute? Game day with a little football on it. It's game day. It is game day. It's also, oh my gosh, you guys, I hadn't taken Gannon to the clinic today. We went to ortho yesterday. Clinic today, you know, he's starting a new medication for his Crohn's, which the first one was an infusion that he did at the clinic. An infusion, it's sit there for an hour and let this stuff seep into you. But this next one is an injection from home, and it's like a real syringe, you guys. And I am like, my stomach drops. Needles, I just can't with the needles. Whenever we get Gannon gets blood drawn, he stares as they're doing this thing on your arm. I have to look away. I'm like, just do it. I don't want to know. I don't want to see that. So wish me luck. They're going to meeting with a nurse at the clinic. She's going to teach me how to do this syringe thing and where. I don't know what part of the body you put it in, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. So say a little prayer that, you know, and I know the love of my mama heart will like overcome my fear of needles. It has to, because I got to do this from home for this child. Hi, is it Maritza? What a pretty name. Welcome. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that you're here. Thanks, Debbie. She's this cute hoodie. Thanks, Kimberly. There's Pat Stipes. Haven't seen you in a while. Hello. It's good to see you. Sparky Chris is here. All right. All the friends are in the house. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spreading the love, sharing the wealth, spreading the blessings, sprinkling the seed. You know how, we have so many different ways of just saying share. So thank you for doing that to anybody who's doing it. It has been tough lately in the land of FB for, just getting our content out there to inspire folks and to meet new crafty chicks. It's been a little hard lately. So anytime you guys do that, I appreciate it. Okay. Remember this ornament that we made yesterday? It's a wood tag. It's a pine wood tag. And I said to you guys, the napkin is new in the shop, but I said, I really could make a little kit, which I have done, and I just posted it in the shop today. So before we get to work on the book, let me show you what you get in the kit if you want to make it. So you're going to get your pine wood tag. You're going to get your silver embedded metallic jute rope to go with it. You're going to get the napkin, of course, to put on your tag. You're going to get a small bottle of decoupage varnish and glue in the kit. You're going to get a glue brush, because you guys asked me about the glue brush yesterday, so I'm including that in the kit, and a shaker bottle of diamond dust. The bottle cost as much as the diamond dust, but it's a little shaker jar of diamond dust. It's really nice to be able to control how much of that diamond dust you're using at a time or like dispensing. So this is the kit. It just hit the store. I am going to make these kits like, you know, as you order them. So if someone orders one, I'm going to go gather all the things. I have all the stuff there to make them. But as promised, I said I could make a kit, and I did for you guys. I did that this morning. No, Kimberly. I love this. No, that's not what happened. She said, did I let him drive? I wanted him to drive. I said, actually, when we were leaving the house, I said, listen, kid, I said, I got my own homework to do. I want to get ready for religious ed because I told you guys yesterday. Wait, hold on. Think, Grace. I'm going to paint this book. It's a beautiful book, but it's blue, and I want to put a little paint on it. So let me grab my paint so we can chat while I'm telling you what happened. So I said to Gannon yesterday, we had a 90-mile drive to the ortho appointment. I said, listen, kid, I said, I got to want to get through some of this religious ed stuff and read through it so that I know what the heck I'm doing. I can get familiar with the materials. And so I'm going to have you drive. And he said, what do you mean drive? He's licensed. I said, you can drive so I can get my homework done. He said, I got my own homework to do. He missed a couple of classes. I pulled him out of school a little early. So he missed pre-calculus and advanced English, maybe. I don't remember. But he was worried about like, okay, pre-calc. He definitely do not want to get behind on your math stuff. So he was like, I'm going to do my own homework. Okay. So I drove both ways. He did homework and he napped on the way there. And I think he did homework and napped on the way back. So the child, my mama heart, I couldn't force him. The key to injections is relax your body, your muscles, less pain or no pain. Yeah, Gannon is very relaxed about it. He's been getting injected and blood being taken. You know, he was diagnosed when he was 9. And we started trying to figure out what was wrong with him when he was 8. So since he was 8, the poor child has been poked and prodded. And he does not get nervous with needles. Like I said, you know, he's got his arm down for the IV and he wants to see what's going on. And I'm like, please, I do not want to know. I don't want to see it. Just the look of the needle. It's just not. Anybody else out there like that? Like any little bit of sign of blood or like a massive cut, major cut, I get nervous. My stomach drops. It is not a thing that I handle well. I remember Landon did cut, one of the kids, I think it was Landon, cut himself pretty badly one time in the kitchen. And thankfully Chris was there. And I was like, I am not the girl that you need around when things go bad. Like, I was not calm, cool, and collected. I was crying. Landon was crying. I was like, oh, I don't know what. Go get a cloth. God. I was like, go get the Band-Aids. Like, because this was a little, like butterflies. We needed butterflies. It was a little deep. And Chris said to me, the kids were little, and he said to me, Grace, it would be better if you went into the garage. He said, let me handle this. I got this. Go in the garage. Landon will calm down more if you would calm down. But I know that's hard for you. So just step away. I promise I got this. I'm not the girl. I just get my stomach literally gets butterflies when it comes to any of this stuff. So I'm always so thankful to God, seriously thankful to God for people who are like first responders, anybody, you know, my brother's a cop and even he deals with some stuff, you know, medical emergencies and stuff. And it's like, I don't think I could do it. I couldn't even work in a hospital as an administrator. It just makes me so whirly in my stomach. So he's calm. It's me. I'm the one who's the wreck. Wendy says it's going to be easy. He'll probably be able to do it himself after a while. Maybe, Wendy. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. She says, stay strong, mama. Yeah, I'm the weak link. It's not him. He's fine. I have to really like put my big girl panties on and just cope with it. I give myself an injection. Missy says every month for migraines. It's easy peasy and you got this. So Missy, what's interesting is, and I'm sorry you deal with migraines, like none of this stuff is fun. I said I was going to paint and I'm not. None of this stuff is fun. So I'm sorry you have to deal with that. The last medication that Gannon was on was an injection as well, but it was a different mechanism of delivery. He was on Humira, which is an injection pen that, this is the injection pen. You put the pen on his skin and you press from the top. There's a little button that goes think, and you just hold it there and you count. And then you pick it up and you're done. You never see the needle. The needle is up in there, but you don't see it. And you just, that's the best way I can describe it. This is not like that. This is a literal like syringe, like you go to get your flu shot or something. That's what it looks like. Makes my stomach all whirly. I tell you. So, and I don't know where I'm supposed to do this. Like I took a picture of the instructions because I took the syringe out of the fridge today. You have to refrigerate it. So I took it out of the fridge today because you don't want it cold. I think that would be more painful when you put it in his arm or leg or stomach or wherever you put it. But this was the first time I opened it. I don't want to see the syringe. I hadn't even opened it yet. We got it like, I don't know, a few weeks ago from the pharmacy, but I hadn't opened it yet. So anyway, I opened it and this instruction pamphlet was in there. You guys, it takes up half of my kitchen island. It's so big and there's so much fine print in that thing. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm so glad that, again, medical care workers, this nurse, we're going to have a meeting with the nurse today and she's going to show us how to handle this from home and where. I don't know where I'm supposed to put it. I think it gives you the option in the little instruction thing I read. You can put it in your arm, your leg, your buttocks, your stomach. I think you have options. Gannon will probably just, I bet he's just going to want it in his arm. But the thought of it. I don't want to see the needle. I wish it was hidden like Humira was. We're driving to Oklahoma City, Mary says, to see my 89-year-old dad today. Oh, God's blessings to you guys for safe travels, for sure. What a nice thing that you're doing. And I'm sure your daddy-o is going to be so thrilled to have a little visit. It'll be the highlight of his day, I am sure. Good for you. What a sweet daughter you are. All right, we're just getting, it doesn't matter. We just want to brighten it up. We don't want this dark blue behind our rice paper. And actually, this back side of it, of the book, I'll tell you what book it is too. You guys might be interested. The back side of the book is probably going to be painted. I haven't quite decided. I mean, this paper is gorgeous. And she's going right on the front. So so that'll only wrap around the front and the spine. So I'll have to come up with something different for the back. And I'm thinking paint, but maybe I'll also use a decorative rice paper too. I don't know. We'll see. We make it up as we go. We decide as we go. I just really want to get one coat of paint. This book cover is super like absorbent. It's just sucking up this paint. So we need to get this first layer on here. And then on the back, I'll probably do some more painting or rice paper or something. Okay. So got to get that first coat. All right. Now we'll dry it a little bit. Kimberly, I'm 56 years old and I still make the nurse hold my hand when I have to have a shot or have my blood taken and tell him if they hurt, then I'm going to yell really loud and scare everybody. Kimberly. I guess I'm not the only one. I'm such a wimp when it comes to this stuff. Oh, Bonnie, she says, I worked at a dialysis clinic and I would insert needles and clean their blood. Oh, whoa. Thank God you're there. Thank God. I mean, really, I'm not saying that to be facetious. I'm truly thankful to God for people who can do the things that I cannot, like math and anything better. That's just not me. Hey, Christy. Good morning. Oh, Debbie, your son is a paramedic. I could never do that, she says. I worked in a hospital lab for about 30 years, but I could never be a first responder. I can't even imagine. I get speechless. My stomach drops. I get gaggy. Like if it's like even watching stuff on TV, I'm like I don't want. My sister loves that dang Dr. Pimple Popper. I'm like, I am not watching that. gross. She loves it. We giggle. Oh, and my brother Greg does too. I'm like, you people are sick. We laugh about it because we're so different. Hey, Mary. I can't understand what Annette's saying. I'm sorry, I'm in a hospital and having needles sending bestie my best Wade. I don't know what that means, Annette. I'm thinking maybe she used talk to text and it didn't interpret properly. All right, we're drying. I just need to cover the blue. It is not exactly dry. I want to get the edges of the blue like on the top. I don't want blue sticking out because there's not really, well, there's a little blue green in the butterfly, but not a whole lot of it. I don't know, maybe the blue would work. I usually cover the edges of the book to get them to match. It's still tacky. Still a little wet. Good morning, Sarah. Bonnie says, my daughter had bad allergies and I had to give her shots every day. Oh, good gravy. It's a good thing you work in dialysis center. The people, what is it called? Where you get your blood drawn. I don't know what that department is called, but like they're phlebotomists, right? When Gannon was very young, he would go in and have like vials of blood taken for all the testing that he would need, the lab work he would need to have done. I mean, that still happens. But even when that first started, he always would he stares in fascination. And I said, Gannon, maybe he'll be a phlebotomist or something. Maybe he'll work in a medical. He's not leaning that way now. But I kind of wondered if it doesn't bother him, that is something he could do if he wanted to. All right, let's look. So see this blue on the top? I don't like that. So we're going to cover that up. I'm just going to take, and actually the brush is kind of big for this. Maybe I'll use a dauber if I can find one. Hang tight, girls. We're going to look for a little dauber. Oh, here they are. First drawer. Nice guess, Gracie. So I have this little container of paint daubers and makeup brushes. So maybe a little makeup brush would be good for just daubing on to, oh boy. You know when you put something in a drawer and then it pops up after you close it and then you can't open the drawer? I think that's what I just did. All right, we're going to put a little bit of this. I'm not going to put it on my mat because honestly, it's harder. It's not hard to clean, but I don't clean them very often. I'm going to put it on this little porcelain tray, paint tray. I'm going to take that paint and get it on here. I think this will be an easier application. We're going to go on the edges. Yeah, way better, way easier. I'm going to make this screen a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. Like that. Let's see who else is here. I love that print. Where can you buy it? You can get this in the store. Go to the rice paper section in the shop. So my website is the name of the business, thecomfynestwithgrace.com. So if you go there, go to the shop tab and then go to the rice paper section of the shop. You'll find that. Yep. Isn't it pretty? I think it's going to be gorgeous on this book. So I'm just going around, you can see, and this blue, I don't want blue. I want it to show this like a neutral off-white color. So it matches the background of the rice paper. This way of using the makeup brush, it's just more controlled. It's making it easier for me to do it. All right, now we gotta turn you this way so I can get this side. See, we don't want that bright blue. These altar books that I've been making. Who was here yesterday and saw me put the cardinal napkin from the kit that I just made into my napkin keepsake journal? Who was here for that? And who's keeping a napkin keepsake journal? I know some of you have purchased them from the shop. So who's started doing it? And talk to us about what you love about it. I absolutely love having it. It's such a fun way to remember all the napkins that I've loved that I've used in projects. And it makes me think not only of the napkin itself, but the actual project that I made using that napkin, which is incredibly fun. Okay, these are a little bit wet yet, of course. I'm going to put another coat here because it looks like it needs a little more. Okay, we need to give some dry time. And now those edges are all wet. I got it on my hand. Let's just give it a quick dry. You were here, Mary. Have you started a napkin keepsake journal? Someone says, I saw you do it. I'm planning to do it too. It looks like fun. So this is, see, it's interesting. So I'm using StreamYard, which lets me use the 2 camera angles. And if you don't give StreamYard permission, if you don't go to their site and give them permission to put your name on screen, it'll just show like that, like Facebook user. But if I go into Facebook, so I like just have to change my view. If I go into Facebook, hey, Andrea. Did I say hello to you yet, Andrea Hudson? Hello, hello. Let's see. Who said that? I don't know who said it because it's not even showing on Facebook. Why is that? That's so bizarro. Hold on, girls. That's a mystery to me. Good morning, Debbie Gladden. Anyway, I like to view from StreamYard because if I leave my screen on StreamYard, I can change the camera angles and kind of control them, which is nice. Also, I can put those comments up. Yes, and the other thing is I can see from StreamYard, I am streaming to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So it allows me to see where the person, usually it does, where the person's coming in from. Like Kimberly Murder, she's coming in from YouTube. So welcome from YouTube. Any YouTube watchers? Good job, Christina. She said, I just pulled out a new junk journal to work on. Okay, we've got our basic coverage. You can still see the blue in here. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't. You can see like this. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I won't, like in these areas here. But I think I'm going to leave it the way it is for now because that will let me get to work on the rice paper part. I can do this little fussy work later. You don't have to watch me dab, 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 right? We can get started on the front of it. Now let's find the front of this book. Okay, it's upside down. Okay, this book is All Through the Night by Mary Higgins Clark. I know some of you are fans of her books. That's what this is. That's the book that I'm using. It has really pretty pages. I like books when they have these uneven edges, and that's what this has. It has kind of uneven edges. They're not super straight, which I like. It looks more natural. And I like the size of the text in this book. It's not too small. You'll be able to see it real easily. And I'm going to tell you, it's not the standard size book. It's a little bit smaller. It's 7.5 by about 6. It's a little smaller than like your average hardcover book. So this is where she's going to go. She's going to go right here. Look at that flower. Oh my gosh, the whole thing. That is going to be a gorgeous cover to this book. And I'm thinking I'm going to end up using, I have to decide because we're going to lose some things. The butterfly will go around to the back, the rest of that wing. So we're losing some of her hair, which is very pretty, and we'll lose a little bit of this floral. So I get to decide, like, if I want her whole head in there and lose more of the flower, which I don't want. I think I want more of that gorgeous pink on the cover, but I want to make sure I get the full butterfly wing there. I don't have to. I could move over and go like that, but I think I'm going to go like this so that this wraps around to the back here. So what I need to do is mark off what I'm keeping. So I'm just going to finger press so that the paper remembers this is the placement that I want, like this. I'm going to glue it down. I can sand off the edges of all of this, or you can pre-cut, right? And I have to get this edging off. Like there's the informational, that white edge there. So I think what I'll do is use my watercolor brush, my water paint brush, and give myself a soft torn edge. That's usually what I do. So I'm gonna go from here because I want to keep, oh gosh, are you even coming out? I've never had one of these clog. It just has water in it, right? Like what's there to clog? But why is there no water coming out? I just need water on the tips. I'm gonna go like this. I'll grab the water that dripped off. We can always take off a little more. So let's just take off what we have to. And then here's my line for the bottom. It's like a buttercream background color. It's really pretty. And then here we got to do this line right here, which is the front of the book. Okay. You know what I'm going to do just to help me along? Let's do this. She's going to be right there is what I wanted. See that? So that'll help me tear it right on the edge. That's a lot easier. And now I know I'm being really accurate with the placement. Using the hardness of the cover of the book to help me move things. Just, I'm a righty, so I'm going to do it this way so I can come in here easily. Okay. And this way, I think that this has already dried. Did I? Oh, no, I don't want to do it there, Gracie. I want to do it here because remember, I want this to wrap around and then I'll paint the back or do something to the back. But this part, I just want to lose the white. That's all I want to lose here is the white. Whoops, my hand slipped. There we go. Okay, if there's anything to salvage here, I will. For example, like there's no need to throw that out, right? It's got color on it. It can be used in collage somehow. Maybe I'll even use it on the back of the book. I don't know for sure, but oh my gosh, it's going to be a pretty cover. I'm going to love this one, you guys. I'm going to love it. Kathy says I used to get those kind of paper edges when I subscribed to a monthly book club way back in the day. Tamara, isn't this pretty? Tamara, I have a note in my head to message you about, remember we talked about you being a guest in the Craft Therapy Club? It's going to be in October, so that September date was snatched up by somebody else. So let's get you in there in October. I'm excited. So if I don't message you in the next couple of hours, message me to remind me so we can get your date on the schedule, on the calendar. Good morning, Deb. Deb, your order is going out today too, my darling. She's fixing lunch for the guys while she's watching. Well, aren't you a sweetheart? What's for lunch today? Love using the napkin in my journal. That might be a bigger picture and I'll put it in the opposite page so it's all together. Exactly, Kimberly. Yeah, thanks, Bonnie. So I don't know if you were here a few minutes ago. She said, I love the cardinals that I used in the on the project yesterday. So I created a kit this morning that I posted for sale in the shop. Go into the craft kit tab. So that kit is available now. There's limited quantities, but I have them there if anybody wants to snatch one up. If you are a Craft Therapy Club member, do not forget to use your discount code. So you get your discount. Listen, like there is... This is the glue that you get in the kit. It's the same glue. I use it all the time. It's a varnish and a glue. That's what I want to use, but it's pretty much almost empty. Let me get my little glue brush. You get this in the kit too, by the way. I'm just going to see if there's anything left in here to grab. I should have grabbed myself another bottle. There really isn't. There's certainly not enough for this whole thing. Gosh. And the other bottle is in my office where I fill orders from. I do have more. I have the big bottle for sale in the shop too, but the kit gets the little bottle. So we're going to have to use a different glue. And I don't want to mix glues for sure. So hang tight while I go get a decoupage glue. Let's see. I have lots to choose from. We could use the Silky Shine. It really is not too shiny. And I was thinking that this might be a good one to have a little bit of a sheen on. So this is the Silky Shine. You can see I don't use this one as often. Gotta get that paper cover off. Now I got glue all over my fingers, of course. So let's use Silky Shine. I don't know, why does that color look a little different to me? It doesn't look nearly as white. Let's see what we get. So because this is the exact placement I want, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, oh, it's stuck there. The water must have like made it stick to the freshly done paint. Okay. That's exactly where I want it. So what I do is I'm going to hold it down firmly here and then put your glue down. It's a varnish and a glue, so it can go under, it can go over. It'll give a protective layer on the top. But right now, my goal is to glue it down. So I'm going to do the whole length of the book, top to bottom, in just one section to get it secured, and then we'll do the rest of it. I just needed that light background behind the rice paper so that the blue wasn't competing and darkening up the image of the rice paper, because she's too beautiful to get mucked up. Got to make sure I get my edges, girls, because you know me, notoriously missing my edges. Now I want that to sit real smooth. I'm going to grab a little tool like this. Any like old credit card would work. And I'm just going to gently push that into the glue. Now, rice paper is much thicker than napkins. So although I can feel a little tackiness in some places, most of the places I can't even feel the glue through the paper yet. After it's sitting for a few minutes, just like a napkin, that rice paper is going to seep in this glue wetness, and you will feel a little tackiness, but I don't feel it just yet. Okay, we're going to peel this back and do the same thing, but now my placement is really secure. I know that's exactly where I want it to go. I'm going to make sure I get in that crevice there. Okay, now we have that little bump on the spine, so I'll be cautious about that to make sure I accommodate that. See there? It like dropped down. To make sure that we get that pushed into there nicely. She's beautiful, isn't she? Wow, it's amazing. This paper is printed in Italy. It's a Decoupage Queen product. It's not their rice paper, but it's one of the ones that they carry, and I'm a retailer for Decoupage Queen. So that's why I'm lucky enough to have this in the shop for you guys. If you want one or more, you can grab them in the shop. But I'm making this book, and this will be for sale in the shop as well. You could use it as an art journal, just as a decorative book to put on a coffee table. I use it for my napkin keepsake journal. So we're going under, and this is the Silky Shine version of the glue. In the kit for the cardinal, you get the matte glue. This one is the Silky Shine, just because my matte ran out. All right, another little divot here we got to account for. Make sure that sits in there nicely. I love those rugged little edges. I really do. I love them. so beautiful. There's not a whole lot I have to do to the front other than top coat. I'm thinking about doing a little sparkly, like maybe some, not diamond dust because it's too rugged, but I might use, I was thinking maybe some foils on the back or maybe some stickles to add some sparkle. So like, wouldn't it be fun to have it on her eyes? Like her eyelashes are gorgeous. Look at those eyelashes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right, let me see what you guys are saying. She's creepy, yet so pretty, she says. She's beautiful. She's so beautiful. And the name that the manufacturer gave this paper was Fairies. So it's a long dead edge. Can you put the website for the kit? Oh, for yesterday's kit? I'll get you the direct link. Hold on one second, Bonnie. I'll put it in the comments. Let me just give me a second to grab it. That's not a problem. And if you still need it later, you can always private message me and I can send it to you. All right, there you go. There is the kit link. It's rather long, but there it is, showing on the camera, on the screen for you. You're welcome, Bonnie. Okay, hide it. Come on, we don't want to see it anymore. Okay. I'm fixing hot chicken sandwiches with mashed potatoes and gravy, bacon, wrapped asparagus salad, and a fruit platter. Geez Louise, Deb, that sounds so yummy. Aren't you just really giving them such a little feast there for lunch? Hey, Leanne. How are you, Leanne Holt? Hey, Vicki. She says it's hot in Oklahoma. Hot in Oklahoma. Okay, this now, we got to contend with this. So I'm tempted to do kind of like the browns that are in her hair, but you could really pick up any of the colors you wanted. I could put this paper back here. I could in some form or fashion, but I don't think I will. I think if I had like more of a buttery yellow color, let me see if I do. I thought I had like a buttercream color paint. Just give me a second to hunt my stash here. Nope. Maybe I ran out of that one. I've been trying really hard to use up my paints, girls. I have so much paint, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. We got to use that stuff up. Okay, I don't. So I guess we're going to stick with maybe this color. I might mix in some browns. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few different shades of brown from my stack, and this yellow gold is really pretty. That's in her butterfly. Okay, so we've got a few different two different browns and two different golds. See, the gold I can pick up from in here, right? That same gold color. And what if we did a mix of these, and instead of painting it on with a brush stroke, we could stipple it on and give like a variety of color on there. But first, let me just cover up this blue, I think, a little bit more. I also could use, it might be fun to use a stencil to apply the paint. But I need to cover up the rest of this blue. Let's get another layer of paint here. So this is what happens when you have paint for too long. It just gets dried up, and that's no good, right? You can use your matte medium, the liquid version of it, to get your paint to loosen up a little without changing the color of it. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this on the book. It'll help me spread that paint. You can also add it to your acrylic paints. It's an acrylic-based product. So rather than spraying your paint with water, you can put this matte gel in there. I've put way too much, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and unload it. And actually, let's pick up some of that paint from here. I've got to get it to spread a little easier. There we go. It just got too dry on me. I'm not looking for perfection here. I want to go for a real variation of color. So maybe what I can do now that I have a wet base here is take this foam dauber. I might want a bigger one though. Okay, hang tight. I'm going to put this in my water and cover it. Put that in my water so that my brushes don't get all mucked up. Trying to consider what kind of look am I going for here with, oh, why can't I find it? Here it is. These daubers have a bigger surface. I kind of want a scratchy surface, kind of like what a sponge would do. And I have a car wash sponge somewhere here in this room. I want a look that's, let me see. Let me grab something and I can show you a piece of paper or something. Here's a plain piece of white paper cardstock. I want a look that is kind of like stucco. So I'm going to get a few of these colors. Let's put you, you're too small. I don't need you anymore. Oh, that paint was watery. I needed to shake it and I didn't. Okay. So if I grab up a little bit of each of these. Oh, that sounded awful. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of each of these on here. See, I'm not sure that I like the shape. Well, I guess it would work. Kind of going for a stucco combination of the three. That's even too dark for me, maybe. But you know what? If I do this first and then come in with some of the gold on a stencil, with a stencil, that might be a really nice combination. Yeah, I'm just practicing on the piece of paper to see what we would get if we did that way. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. So let's do it. Let's go with that. Let me check my comments, see what everybody's saying this morning. How about the green washes color? Yeah, I think I want it to be a little lighter than that. Like I want to go with the golds and the browns. I don't know why. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. It's like a really pretty coffee brown. Okay, let's see. So we're just going to give it like this variation of color back here. So it's going to be darker in some areas, lighter in others, stippled on so it looks kind of like stucco. And then I think I'll use some gold, either stipple and stickle it on there, or I could stencil it. I'm going to look through my stencils and see what designs I have. That might make sense to me. I want more of that medium. Yeah, I like that. It's like such a beautiful cream coffee color. Speaking of coffee, hey, where are you? I could get another piece of the paper, this paper, and cut out the rose and put it back here. We could do that. All right, I'm coming kind of up to where the paper line is. So I'm going to go right up to that and meet it. I'm going to open this like this so I can get right up to that. And I want it to look pretty seamless. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely going to be putting some gold on top of this. And I'm already trying to think ahead. Like, what stencils do I have? What would be a really pretty design to put on here? I feel like that color in her hair that's right there is like a burnt umber. So let us grab us some burnt umber. Nope, that's not the one. I have two. Yeah, this one. I might have to get another little porcelain dish. Oh yeah, look at that. That's like a cinnamon color. I know it's so hard on screen for you guys to see what I'm talking about, but that's kind of cinnamon-y. Cinnamon again, and still can't say the word cinnamon. It cracks me up. Whenever it comes up, I'm like, say it. Say it, kid. Oh, that's pretty. I don't want to forget my edges. And because it's all wet, you know, that helps you to blend. Like if you see some part that you're like, oh, it's a little dark over there, we can just dab right into it and blend with the colors that are under there with it. This to me is playtime. Like, we're just having fun here. See this right here, this transition spot. It just takes some practice, ladies. I think the more you do this stuff, the more confident you'll feel in doing it. But it just takes doing it. Or don't worry about doing it. If you just want a pretty book that is handmade by me, you can just grab this. This will be available in the shop in the next couple of days. This product here, when you add it to your acrylic paint, the other benefit of this is it keeps your paint wetter longer. So it's like I think they call it like open dry time, like a more open or longer dry time. So when you're trying to do really intricate blending like this, it's not going to dry up on you right away. It's going to give you more time to do your blending, because blending takes a little bit of just finesse and practice, and you're going to look at it overall and say, okay, I don't like that real dark spot there, so I'm going to grab some more of this. It's just a lot of playing with your colors, and you need some time to do that. It's not like a brush stroke on it with a paintbrush. See, now what's on here right now is much brighter. You can see with that dot, it's much brighter. It's all play. It's all play, and just what visually appeals to your eye. I want this to be brighter, but this is the lower layer, right? Like this is the bottom layer. It's not the end of this. It's just the bottom layer. So I have to keep that in mind, knowing that something's going to go on top of this. I don't know. I was thinking I wanted the gold on top of this, but now I'm not so sure. Now I'm feeling like maybe I should pull from that flower color. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that as a base. Kind of looks like leather, actually. With the stipple, it gives it a texture that's different than a brush stroke. The paint, you know, the texture of it is a little different. I'm going to fill in, I'll show you something. Like right in here, we have the white of the paper, and I'm going to get rid of that with the paint. We're going to fill that in with the paint like that. So the paper is still there. It just gets kind of obscured. So when I open this up, what do we got? That's beautiful. I could even see here the edge. I could come in with this and just add a little bit of that to those edges. Again, to make it really cohesive. So we could come here and just put a little bit, you know, I love my dark edges on my projects. Like my framing. I want it to be really faint though. I don't want to overdo it. But it's taking those same colors that are on the back and pulling them into the front. Oh, that was still wet. Gosh, is that beautiful? Okay, we need to dry. See, my paint was wet and it got on the mat a little bit. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Jennifer. You're the bomb.com, girlie. You see leather too? Doesn't it look like a leather back? Absolutely, Vicki. Bye, Deb. You're such a love for making your lunch for your guys. Hold on. Wait, Grace. I dropped the dryer. Okay, there's a little smudge of something there. Oh my gosh, I think I love that. I don't know, girls. I may not even want to do anything else. I just want to make sure there's nothing wet here. Should I stencil a little bit? Tell me in the comments, stenciling or no stenciling? Should I just leave it alone? Or should I do some kind of stenciling back here? I would do just a little bit. In fact, I have that snake skin stencil, and since that kind of makes me think of leather, maybe I should just use the snake skin. And not everywhere, just in some spots is what I would normally do. So let me just see what color is on this now. It's a little bit dark, but it's not dark enough to show up. So I'm going to grab some more of it, and then let's get, I need it to be darker than what's already there so that it will show through the stencil. So let me grab some of this dark, and over here I'm going to smear it into my applicator. So what if I use that, like, it's darker brown, but it's not, it's all one color, and I just do it in a couple of spots here, like up here. We can always dab it out if we don't like it, but let's do like a little mass of it here. Yeah, it's wicked subtle. There's my Massachusetts coming out. It's wicked subtle. It's decorative, but it's wicked subtle. All right, I want to make sure I'm not getting any paint on her face, girls. Let's just hold up. Wait a minute, is that paint? No, I think she's good. To be safe, let's do this. Clean and dry. All right, we're going to do just a little bit of this stenciling with the darker color. This dark brown right here. Let's grab some more of it. Prep our little applicator. Get our stencil. Is it gorgeous? It's perfect, right, Kathy? Thanks for saying so. I'm glad you love it. Let's get a little in this corner. This one's going to be a little darker because the paint that I pulled, it's more of just that darker brown. I don't even need full coverage in all of these little snake skin sections. Before I take it off, I'm going to it's a little darker than what we have going on up in that corner. I'm going to extend this down into here. So I'm just going to put this way and extend that darker stenciling down into this lower left corner. Super, super subtle. Yep, and it shows up so much nicer on those lighter colors. See, we have kind of like a variegated brown and tan and burnt umber stippled background that looks very much like leather from far away. And then that's what made me think, okay, that snake skin would look just great on there as our background for our beautiful fairy on the front. That is a gorgeous book, girls. It matches her hair perfectly. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. See, this is what happens too. This is what happens. Okay, I told you. Hold on. I'm having a little mouse malfunction. I told you earlier. This book is going in the store. It will be listed in the store under, I think they're under Handmade by Grace. Let's look. I'm going to go into the shop and see. Where am I listing these books? Where is Handmade by Grace items? Yeah, they're in the Handmade by Grace items are the keepsake journals, these books. I think I would love to keep this one for myself because I absolutely love it. She's just beautiful and the back is gorgeous. So, but it's not. I promise this is going to go into the store. Somebody can purchase it and use it as your own napkin keepsake journal, as just a beautiful journal, like a book, altered book that you can put on a coffee table as, gosh, wouldn't that be really pretty on your coffee table, your side coffee table? or anywhere. Prop it up on a shelf, whatever you want to do with it. I would definitely use it as a keepsake journal, but I'll leave that up to whoever grabs it. It will get a top coat to make sure that the cover stays, real secure, like, and safe. It won't get damaged by, anything wet or anything like that. I'll probably use Mod Podge, to be truthful with you, hard coat Mod Podge, because it puts a really beautiful hard coat on the front. It's nice and thick. So it will give good coverage even with just one coat, and it'll really protect that surface. But I need to let all of the glues and the paints dry. So this will cure probably for 24 hours before I put the top coat on it. I'm so glad you guys love it. Thanks. She is really pretty. So you can get the rice paper. This particular rice paper is in the shop. You can also get the glue that I was using today, the Pentart varnish and glue, in the shop in different size bottles. But the kit from the Cardinal Project yesterday is now in the shop. I just listed that this morning under the craft kit section. So lots of new items happening in the shop. Check it out at thecomfinesswithgrace.com. Thank you for shopping. All of you who shop, I appreciate you so much. You're supporting my business. This is my therapy. It is something really fun that I love to do, but it is my business. It's how I earn income for my family. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody who's ordering or who is a member of the Craft Therapy Club, the membership group. Don't forget to use your coupon code members when you order so you get your constant discount. Thank you to all of you who are subscribers. I appreciate you guys. All right, go have a beautiful, blessed weekend. It's game day. If you're the praying kind, say a little prayer. No injuries first is always my prayer on game day with football. No injuries, please, Lord. And then good sportsmanship. Second prayer. Third prayer, a win for the Firebirds. I'll just say that. But first, safety and good sportsmanship so that the kids are enjoying and the coaches having fun, enjoying what the sport that they love. But then if they could win, that would be even better. Say a little prayer. All right, Bonnie, you want to join? You want to join the Craft Membership Club? I'll get you the link here in a minute. Let me just, I'm really having trouble with my mouse. Let me get you the link. You can either go to the website, thecomfinesswithgrace.com, and then hit the tab, which says Craft Therapy Club, or I'm just going to give you the direct link right now in the comments so you can just get there real quick, Bonnie, or anybody else who wants to join. We would love to have you join us. All right, ladies, go have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for being here. I love you all very much. Bye.